Hey there guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks so much for watching today. And we are close to Halloween. It is tomorrow. So what we're going to be doing to celebrate today is we're going to be putting together the brand new Nightmare Before Christmas train set. Now Funko did this last year with some of the other Disney characters like Mickey, Minnie, Pluto, Donald, Goofy, and I think Daisy might have had one as well, where they had a few different pieces. Some were exclusive, some were not. And if you collected them all, you put them together, create a train. And those were super popular, where I think it's the Pluto one that is like super expensive. There's a Goofy one that's a Funko Shop exclusive that's expensive as well. So we were able to get all of the Nightmare Before Christmas ones, which are definitely really awesome. These ones have a lot of detail in them, which is really, really cool to see. So we're going to show off each of the pops individually, and then we're going to see if we can put them all together and actually make the train, which I think is going to be a lot of fun to celebrate Halloween. So before we get into the video today, make sure you guys do go down below and hit that subscribe button. Go ahead and leave a like on the video. Really does help us out and very much appreciate it. Hope all of you guys have a great Halloween weekend. So of course, naturally, the front of the train has to be the train engine. And so Funko put none other than Jack Skellington in the front of the train. Definitely a cool pop, a larger one here, part of the pop train. So it's number 7. So there were 6 pieces in the first one, and now this is the first piece in this second set. This is definitely a really, really cool one. Lots of detail, actually, it looks like, on the pop and on the train itself. So that is great to see. So, ooh, I actually didn't notice. So it looks like the train is actually like, looks like pumpkins maybe on the wheels. And then it looks like it's supposed to be like his house maybe a little bit on the train. So that's really cool. You have Jack there, he's waving, and you see his little skeleton-like fingers. Definitely really great. Looks like a spider web on the front of the train. So I actually really like this. I love Jack's smiling face. A little creepy, but also really, really fun as well. So great start to this set where we have Jack Skellington in the train engine. And right behind Jack is going to be his best friend and true love, Sally. And Sally here is actually going to be in the cat cart, which is definitely cute, and a Love the Black Cat really does fit well with Sally, right? So this one I really do like as well. Looks like a little bit of updates on Sally's details, which is nice to see that they're not doing just the same mold. So I think they actually had to redo a little bit of the molds in order for them to work with the train, especially since they'd be, you know, in a different stance rather than sitting or standing. They are, you know, actually in a train seat, right? So that looks a little different, but yeah, I really like it. I love her hair. Look at the detail on the hair there. Definitely really cool how it's kind of flowing. And there's a better look at our black cat with the eyes, those really thin eyes. And you have the whiskers there, which kind of stick out too, which are really cute. And those orange wheels. And so we can see that on the front here, you have this little hook. So when we have Jack, you can kind of just hook them together. And there you go. They are now a train set. Now, it doesn't look like it actually locks in or anything. So I don't think there was anything to actually hold it. So if you wanted it on display, you can maybe put a little piece of tape there if you want to make sure. But it doesn't look like they're actually the same level. It looks like the wheels on this one, of course, are higher than this, so it kind of stands a little bit taller. So, but still going to be a cool idea. But I do really like the detail on Sally. You even see the detail on some of her outfit there, too. You can kind of see a little bit of the pattern, which is nice. And then on her face, it looks like the stitches are a little bit updated, too. So I do like that. But her mouth is definitely really, really small in this one, where normally she has a much bigger smile. But definitely a really cool one and a great one to put right behind Jack. And our next friend boarding on the train is going to be Oogie Boogie. And now Oogie Boogie is going to be in Dice Cart, which is actually a really cool one. I really love Oogie Boogie. One of my favorite glow-in-the-dark pops is actually our Box Lunch exclusive Oogie Boogie that we have, him with the wheel, which has actually gotten really, really hard to find for people. So I'm glad we got it in Box Lunch last year when we got it. But this one, definitely really cool. Always love Oogie Boogie. Not my favorite cart, I would say. but still pretty cool. And of course does fit him. So here's a better look at Oogie Boogie with him in the sack, his little sack-like structure being all stitched up. Him in a little bit more of a plain light of day view rather than a lot of other pops where it's him a little bit darker. But definitely really nice there, giving you a little wink, which is fun as he's always a little mischievous guy. And then it looks like with the dice, it's actually supposed to be kind of skulls. So they're working the die, I would say, with actual skulls. And you can kind of see it a little bit better on this one on the back where it looks like the two eyes and it actually creates a face, which is actually pretty cool to see. I actually really like how he is winking there. And you can go ahead and hook him onto the back of Sally, and there you go. He makes our third train cart. And our next one, which I thought would be behind Jack and Sally, but they put him a little bit behind, right behind Oogie Boogie. It is our boy Zero, and he is in the duck cart. So Zero is always adorable. He's always a good boy there, our little ghost dog. And oh, that's so cute with the little pumpkin on him. And the duck, the little creepy looking duck, which is actually pretty cool to see as well. Right behind Oogie Boogie is going to be Zero. Now, he does kind of actually feel a little different than some of the other figures, a little bit more hollow, but I guess it works because he is a ghost, and you can actually see where he's floating a little bit. So if you can actually see right inside there, he's floating above the duck cart. So that's actually a cool little touch there because he is a ghost, of course. I love his ears. But look at that little pumpkin nose. That is so adorable. And then a look at the duck there with those big eyes, with those little beady eyes there, eye dots. So, little funny to have him there. But now you can attach him to the back of Oogie Boogie, and he becomes our fourth friend. And you can't have Halloween Town without a leader. So we have Mayor, and he is going to be in the ghost cart. Now, they say ghost cart, but he is actually in someone who looks like Teddy. But hey, I guess, are they ghosts? I mean, he's more of like a teddy bear type of thing. But I guess you could say ghost, right? They're all ghostly. But Mayor, really cool one here. And I actually really like the facial expressions that he has. Kind of similar to some of the regular pops, the common pops that they have out there. But still pretty cool. And but I do like the coloring on the cart itself as well. So here's a look at Mayor. He kind of gives you a little bit of a surprise face, like he's a little intrigued. But with some of the other pops, you can actually turn him around. You can actually turn his... There you go. I was like, you can't actually turn his head, but it was a little stuck there. Now you can turn his head, and there you go. He has a completely different face. He has a little bit of that upset face when he doesn't really get news that he likes. So there he is, but his little Mayor button. And yeah, you take a look at that cart, which does look like Teddy. I really like the face and the colors. And then you actually look at the back. It's supposed to be like the back of his head. So that's actually really, really nice. And then they actually had the cart to match those colors with the black and white. So pretty good detail on this one. This is probably one of my favorites from the entire set. And you can go attach him to the back of Zero. And there we go. And we do have one more in the set. And this one was the Funko Shop exclusive. It is the clown in Jack in a Box cart. A little bit longer of a name, but the clown in the Jack in the Box cart. So it's pretty cool. This one, like I said, was the Funko Shop exclusive. So you did have to get it off the Funko Shop. They released it, I want to say, about a couple weeks ago. So I've actually had it here for a while. But last week, I want to say, I finally got in Sally, which was the last one in the set. So I wanted to wait until I got her to be able to do the whole thing. And just perfect timing since we are at Halloween weekend right now, right? So that is a pretty good timing on here. But, ooh, like this one a lot. That's a lot better detail. A lot better in person once I take it out of the box than what I thought it was. So here is the cart. Look at that, or the clown. Look at that menacing face there. He is really, really mean. And then you have the little black cat, which is sticking out like he's a Jack-in-a-Box. So you can see the neck there actually looks like it's a Jack-in-a-Box cat. So that's actually really cool. And then here on the front end of it, you kind of see the creepy looking clown kind of with cat ears too. So that's a nice little detail in the front, which you wouldn't know unless you take it out. But this is a set that is definitely built for you to take it out. And then here you have the little crank. I would have loved to actually move that, But of course, you know, it's Funko, it's plastic, so you can't really make it those moving mechanisms. But, oh, another detail I just noticed, he's actually looks like he's driving the cart too. So you see in the front, he has the little handles there, which is cool. It doesn't look like anyone else has as actually driving anything. And you can go and connect him to the mare, and you have a cart of 6. But I actually just noticed, even though this is the last number in the set, you have a little hook on the back. So if you wanted to put them in any sort of way that you want, you can do that. Of course, it makes most sense to have Jack in the front, but however you want to set it up. So if you want to put Zero or Mare second, you can do that based on what your favorite characters are. I wasn't able to get any of the train set last year, but I actually came across a couple of the train pieces over at the Funko shop when I went to them over the summer. Yeah, I actually really enjoy this. Now, I don't have a table that's really long enough to be able to show them all the way, and I can't really pick them up because they don't really lock in. But here's our look at the Nightmare Before Christmas train set. I really enjoy this one. This one is actually really cool. I love these type of ideas, doing something a little bit different. So yeah, if Funko wants to make some of these, that would be cool. I know that they've done some different things like the pop albums too, like the deluxe album. So if they want to do more things like that with like multiple pieces to it, really help us, invigorate us to try to collect the whole set. Because it's one thing if you just put out a Star Wars set and you say, oh, there are 6 pops in this line here, go ahead, collect it. I don't feel like I need all 6 if I don't like all 6. With this train set, if I get the one, might as well get all 6, right? Because they're not really complete unless I get all 6. So I definitely like this idea. I think it's a smart thing for Funko to do. But as far as the 6 that I say, my favorite might actually be Zero and the Mare. I just really like those carts. I do really like Sally. I mean, all 6 are really great. A lot of great detail on them. And I like how they made some small changes to the actual molds of the characters and some of the face to really be able to fit more, how they're sitting, their stance, to fit more in the cart. So I do really like that. But I do want to hear from you guys. What do you think about the Pops that we got here today for the train set? Do any of you guys have these in your collection? Have you put together the train set? Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. And of course, if you can, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Go ahead and leave a like on the video. Really helps us out. Very much appreciate it. And also let us know if you're celebrating Halloween. What are you going for Halloween this year? What's going to be your costume? Let me know in the comments. I would love to hear about them. But thank you guys so much for watching today. And as always, we'll see you again real soon.